What's up, everybody? You can see I'm back at it. Just did the transmission fluid change yesterday and did the rear diff fluid earlier today, and I'm about to also do the JXB center diff carrier. You can see what it is right here. Goes up in the drive shaft shuntle, carries the drive shaft carrier, and it has these bushings. You can see this one is a track bushing, and they wrote it on there. We'll stamp it on there or whatever. And then they have the street version, which has it too. And then they also have these right here, these isolators to go on there. And there's a track version and street version also. What I've seen some people do sometime is they'll put the track version bushing in here and then put the street on here to kind of balance things out. But I've never driven it once, I don't know what it's like. But I did do this install on my, I did a real good install video on this car a little while back. So you could search in my YouTube videos to see a real detailed install. This one, I'm just trying to get it in because the car has been up on jack stands all week. It's Wednesday, my birthday's Friday, and I want to have the car up and going by then. And I want to get this, at least get this on tonight, so I can be ready to put the high pressure fuel pump and everything in tomorrow. But back to this, like I said, this goes up in the drive shaft. It's a carrier for the drive shaft, and it holds it firmer, because the stock one, it moves around a lot, and it's fine for everyday stock driving. But once you start getting up there in power, and also more importantly, when you upgrade like the rear differential bushings, the transmission bushings, and the motor mounts, you're really gonna feel it on the drive shaft, 'cause that's where all the slop is going to be. Matter of fact, that's what was happening on my all-road. I did everything else first, and I didn't do the drive shaft carrier, and I saw a video on it. And but sometimes I'd be driving it, this is stage 3, and you could literally feel like sometimes it felt like the rear wheels were skipping or something, like the torque was going in between the front and the rear, was trying to find some place to go. So when I finally put the JXB on this car, man, it made a world of difference. It's like the car could even shift faster. That was one of the things I didn't like about this being stage 3 or even stock. I couldn't shift fast, but when I did that, I was able to shift faster. But let's take a look at this one, this stock one. You see, I got everything apart already. And you can see how much this one moves. And this one's not as bad as my all-road one moved a lot. But this car's newer than my all-road too, so there's that. And this is actually what I bought first for the all-road. It's a replacement at 034 maybe, but you can see how much it moves. But anyway, to get this off, because it's bonded to the rubber and everything, I would have to like take the drive shaft apart. But what JXB did is they made this where you can cut it, shave this down, and then theirs comes apart. You can see the bolts in there. This comes apart. You put the bushings in, and it sandwiches it back, holds it, and just real easy to do. So I'm about to cut this. What I'm thinking, what I'm gonna do is some people make 2 cuts here and take it out like that, and you still got to shave the get a razor and cut the rubber on the inside. But I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna cut a line right here, loosen the bolts, lower it, turn this over, and cut another line and cut out the rubber, and then that way it'll just come apart. I don't have to pry it apart. So let me get set up for that and get right back with you. All right, I hope I got you on a good position. Let me cut this now. I think I got it. That was it. This one doesn't come down as far. My roll came all the way down. Oh, that came apart easy. But you see the metal shell stayed. So that's just plastic. So I'm gonna cut right on the other side of it. Yeah, this can go all the way through. All right, give me a second to get a knife and I'm gonna cut that out. All right, y'all, I'm back. Got that cut off, and I just want to show you guys what I did. This has a, if you can see that, it has a part where it folds back. So what I did was I stuck my razor in there, and I just got it through, the tip of it through, and pushed. I got the tip of it through and pushed through. And then what I did, instead of trying to take the razor like that, what I did was I took my other hand, held the razor still, and I turned this. So I wasn't pulling the knife towards me or anything. So I got it all the way around, and of course you saw I had cut it in half, but it didn't cut the rubber. So I just had to, after I got all the way through, just had to take the knife and cut that through the rubber right there, and it came right off. And then after you do all that, there's still going to be a rib. So what you want to do is take your knife and put it right up against this like this, and try not to move. And then
like I said, take your other hand and turn this instead of trying to do the knife like that and trying to like shave it, because this will get it pretty good. And as you're turning, it's just kind of shaving it off. And this doesn't have to be perfectly you know, perfectly smooth. This is good. And you can see it's not perfect right there. That's how my all roll was. And they'll tell you in their install video it doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to get it perfect. So it just needs to be like that. And then you can see the bushings have this groove on the inside. So you're just going to take the bushing and get it to fit over that and that. And it'll sit right in there, just like that. So you're going to want to do that on both sides, and then you take the Carrrier, you put it on there, make sure this doesn't move, run the bolts up, and then I'm going to actually I'm just explaining this to y'all. And then you're going to run, you know, after you run the two nuts up in the middle to keep the two pieces together, you're going to push up the two outer legs and put the bolts in there. Then you're going to torque those first. And they don't give you a torque rating, but what I did in my all-road video, I put these to 14 foot-pounds, and the bolts for this housing for 25. And I'll call it out again when I do it, and I'll set you guys up in the Carrrier again so we can see it, so you guys can see what I'm doing. But I want to show this too. So this is the drive shaft Carrrier right here. Damn, my camera's way off. So, you know, you see that it has a groove on the outside too. And this has a groove right there. This is just gonna set in there like that. And then this is gonna go on top. You're gonna put the two, what you call it, this needs to be facing towards the front. The bushing doesn't matter. On some of them, the bushing matters. They have some arrows and writing on it. It actually says the front of the car, but for this one, it doesn't. And then these are the, for the legs right here, the isolators. And they're real nice. You can see they got that notch in there to fit into those two holes right there. So it doesn't matter which way. This has some writing. I just put the writing towards the bottom, and then it just slides right on. And I did watch the video they on their website, and the only thing was, you see I got these four washers here, and they're for the, you know, the legs right here. So the washer is going to go on like that. And the other washer like that. But they don't say anything about this washer. But you can see that washer can go just like that. So between, you know, you're going to put the, you're going to put this through. And then put that washer on it, because there's no place else it could go. It can't fit in here. Doesn't fit. So you're just gonna put it right there, because this is a shoulder bolt anyway. And this is a 13 millimeter, and this is a 6 millimeter. The other thing that I did that they didn't mention is I put some Loctite on it, and I went with this orange Loctite. It's as strong as the red Loctite, but this one's removable with tools. The red Loctite, it gets real hard like an epoxy, and in some cases, and you're gonna have to use like special tools and heat. It even says it on the package. So use this. You might be able to get away with blue too. Matter of fact, they don't even say to use it, but there's a lot of vibration going on there, so I just use this in it because I use it on my all-road too. So, but anyway, that's about it. Let's get ready to set this up. I'll set you guys in the tripod, and I already got the top piece on, y'all. Just gotta fit it right in the groove. Went right to the edge. We got 6 more ready. Hope we move, y'all. Just want to try to get them even on both sides and make sure it's not coming out that groove. That's good. Come back and tighten that, but I'm gonna put these in now. Small washer on the top. $13 mil. Once that started. See, the good thing about this one, you don't have to worry about aligning it because it just goes in one way. My all-road, it had this in here, had a nut inside of this, and it had a little groove with a slider. And I don't know why they did that, but I had to make sure everything was aligned. Because on the C5s and B5, they were saying some people were having vibration issues because they said some people were having vibration issues because they were misaligned. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they were saying. I got this set to 14 foot-pounds. 14. And I'll come back and double check it if I do the tops. Yeah, that's solid. Check these again. And you gotta barely, because the torque is so low, you don't want to just do that because you won't feel it. Because right now I got set to 14, and you see how I got just my 2 fingers on here with the edge of my fingers. That's it, real slow, and you could barely feel it click. Yeah, you just want to do it a few times and make sure everything is run up. So give me a second. I'm gonna set this to 25 for the middle. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm about to do the 25 setting. Remember, this is a 6mm. So I'm trying to get them both even. Yeah, that's tight. I'm gonna run this side up. Click right there. Another click right there. A few more times. Cool. It's in there, y'all. I'm not gonna bore y'all with the rest of putting all this back together. You guys can see all that in the video, but I just want you guys to see how I do this and give some pointers. But it looks good. Hopefully it'll feel good too. I mean, let's see how solid it is. Dude, this thing is solid. Same way it was on my all-road. Wow. And then, like I said, if I want to, it's easy to come back here and switch out to the track bushings for summer, like for track or something later. So, all right, y'all, I'm gonna end this video here. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys in the next video.